Welcome my fans, I'm going to television collection, and today we're going to talk about Project X. Now Project X is directed by Nina Nosuda and starring Thomas Mann. And yes, the character's name is also Thomas, which is also my name. How fun. But this actually takes a very kind of fucked up way of throwing a party. It first starts off with a few friends trying to make a birthday movie for their friend Thomas because it's his 70th birthday and he's kind of a loser. But it kind of gets out of control when his friends take it off to a radio station, takes it on Craigslist, put it on the internet, and kind of burns down his house. Yeah. This party goes out of control. If you've ever seen any music festivals, then you will know what I'm talking about. Think 200,000 people, no, not 200,000 people, think 2,000 people in a suburban neighborhood. Think them in your neighborhood. And think how fun that'll be. And when it's your house. Yeah, kind of a fucked up idea, but who cares? But still, this movie is actually kind of invented because it's a found footage movie instead of a regular movie, as most people would call it. Now, by taking that first person view, you kind of get to know the characters a bit more. Because you see them at school, you see them at his house, you see him being nervous for what happens with the party. Because he is a nervous wreck. He's basically that one kid in every high school movie that's kind of the nerd and the nervous one. Who's kind of like, oh, I don't know guys, I don't know if this would work. Will it? What if my parents find out? Dude, if your parents don't find out when it's an entire neighborhood going out and partying and listening to music that'll make your grandma say, ah, yeah, let's do this, then I'm kind of surprised. But actually, this movie is kind of based on the party of the Australian kid who invited 100,000 people to his neighborhood and his house and threw the most epic party of all time in Australia. But still, is it the most epic party of all time? According to this movie it is. And Project X actually is one of the most frightening films for most people to watch. And it's not something to be taken lightly. Seriously, I watched it with a friend of mine and we had to catch our breath after it was done. And that's something that most movies don't do. The only movie that has ever done that to me is Gravity, and that's because I saw it in 3D and it's because it is space adventure. I'll talk about that another time. If you guys want it, comment down below. But still, why is this movie so hard to grasp? And why is it so immersive? First off, it's a first-person perspective with a found footage camera. But it also has a little bit of a trivia. And that is that in this movie they gave out Blackberries, flip phones, iPhones, any type of phone with a camera, and let cast and crew directed it, and they had 10 hours of footage. Yes, 10 whole hours of footage of just one party. Now that's a lot. That's a big ass party. And one thing, and that's a lot of money, especially when it comes to film production. Now, actually on this DVD, it actually says, and I quote, "The events portrayed in this film are fictional, and the stunts were performed by actors in a controlled environment. No one should attempt to recreate or reenact any of the scenes, stunts, or general activities prohibited in this film." And they have to put that both on the cover of the film and in the beginning. Seriously, they put, "Please do not attempt this." If you've ever seen Jackass, it says, "Do not do this. You will get messed up. You will break your arm. You'll get a midget to punch you in the testicles." Yes, I said it. A midget would punch you in the testicles and drive your car into a pool. But is this movie any good? Yes, it is. It's perfectly acted. It's brilliantly directed. It's immersive. It makes you catch your breath after watching it. I almost had to stop it to take a break. That's how epic this was. And if you want to have a party like that, don't. If you have a party like this, you better have a lawyer who will get you out of blowing up Utah in America or any major city. You will have such a good lawyer that you could literally kill every person on earth, including yourself, and still have to go to court and get out. And that's not a simple deed to do. That is something that I would never do. Psst, if you want to have a party, comment down below. But still, why is this movie actually... Why am I still talking about this? You guys should just continue to watch it. Don't care. Oh, probably a party invitation. Let me see. Some boring people. But still, why do we do this? Why do we have the urge to party? First off, it's awesome. Secondary, it's cool. And third off, when you see this, you kind of want to have a party of yourself. But it kind of leaves a bad taste in your mouth because you feel sorry for some of the characters, what happens during the party. But what would I give this movie? I would give this movie a 3.6 out of 5 lollipops. Now, what would I do if this happened to me? I would jump in front of a car. I would go out into the beach and drown myself in the ocean. Because that costs a lot of money. You know, I might be on YouTube and all, but I don't have that kind of money. I'm not that type of guy. PewDiePie couldn't even do that. And he makes millions of dollars every single day. But still, it's good. Watch it. Comment down below what you think. And if you have a part like that, remember to invite me, because I'm your dear friend. Now I'm the movie shelf, and I'll see you at the cinema. Bye.